Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize.
Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is the dog days of summer. Dog days of summer, you right?
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on. Roll call, a spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget.
Tay-Tay. Look on the bottom of the screen down there.
Look at it.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend's going to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Can you believe that? Check her out.
Yeah. Look
There's
at Jason.
There's
Oh
Hannigan.
man, that's good stuff, man.
Oh man.
Welcome to the January 28th edition of the Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as always, we want to thank everybody for checking in with us to here tonight, whether it's on Facebook or C-Spire Channel 2 or whatever, YouTube. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. And as we wind down the 7th week of January.
You sure it ain't the 8th week?
Good gracious. What a month. But getting 2024 cranked on, January is the longest month, man. You think it's the nature of the January weather that just makes it seem like it just ain't going to end? You think it might be the weather?
And then prior to that, a lot of folks are off for 2 weeks, so
That makes it tough to come back to work.
Yeah.
I guess you're right, man. But what's the bed? That's Bulldog Johnny.
It's bad bulldog. Yeah.
Sports Chat, you're on the line.
Is it safe to say that we're going to have Taylor Swift performing at the Super Bowl on halftime? Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
Well, they need to because she's going. She's going. She was on the field.
Yeah, I know it.
She was on the field celebrating afterwards today.
I know. I seen the tail end of it. I didn't see none of the ball game, but I am going to tell y'all a thing just happened in the other one.
What?
Lions go down first drive in 4 plays and put 7 points on the board right quick like.
That's what we heard through our text and all watching. Yeah.
Mr. Jameson Williams on one of those speed sweep type plays.
Does Alabama claim Jameson Williams? Or is he an Ohio State guy?
Well, he actually beat Ohio State in the next championship game. We played him, so therefore we had to claim him as
all right. You can claim it. That's where he finished at Alabama. But
well, didn't he? Well, you know, he did win a ring at Alabama and not at Ohio State, so I would claim it that way.
That's true. He did get a ring at Alabama, and not at Ohio State. That's right. But he's a fast joker, I'll tell you that. He can burn. He's a burner.
He is, and I tell you, they was having problems. The Niners was stopping that run game early on, start with, but
don't you worry about.
It would be something for the Lions to get in it because they ain't never been.
Well, and that, but hey, don't worry about them 49ers. They'll be there come the fourth quarter. It's going to be a good ending.
Yeah, because they got Debo back playing with them, so it shouldn't be too much giving McCaffrey.
Ooh, boy, I tell you what. And you know what's so weird about Debo Samuel is he was not a difference maker at South Carolina. He played for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm not saying he wasn't any good because he was the best player at South Carolina, no doubt. But did the 10 other guys on the field were they that bad that he didn't just show out at South Carolina and like win a Heisman? Or be up for the Heisman or something? I mean, because this guy's the best player in the NFL. I mean, Debo Samuel is up there with the best players in the NFL. But Bulldog, I'm right.
You know, a lot of times, a lot of these college players that ain't well known, you know, in college, you know, they have like a mediocre college career. Then when they get in the pros, they just like become the next big thing, so to speak.
I'm just saying, Debo Samuel was a 5-star recruit that went to South Carolina and was not a world beater at South Carolina. I mean, his name wasn't jumping off the page every Saturday. He was not up for the Heisman. He wasn't. And then, of course, when he got in the NFL, he's the best player in the NFL. I'm just wondering, was South Carolina that bad while he was there?
Probably nailed it on the head. They're probably that bad.
Yep.
Well, Bulldog, I heard you had a birthday, man.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Had a good one, as a matter of fact. When it didn't decide it wanted to rain all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Well, happy birthday, belated.
Thank y'all, both of y'all. I was gonna stop in yesterday. What I told you today, I done, Neil. I was gonna stop in there yesterday and get some, but it was crowded slam full yesterday. But I had me a homemade, one of the old-fashioned homemade peanut butter cakes for my birthday.
Oh, good. Man, I love a peanut butter pie and a peanut butter cake.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And I stopped in there at Crow's this afternoon and got me some lunch today at Crow's. I said I'm gonna go in here and get it today. I ain't gonna mess around and not get it like I did yesterday.
All right. Well, I know what was good, man. Crows and Brundage is the best chicken. Lord have mercy.
Heck yeah.
It is. I put it up against anybody any day of the week.
Absolutely. Look, Patsy Gibson and Keisha, they got it going on. They got it going on.
They do.
All right, Bulldog. We sure appreciate you calling, man. With the Pike County Bulldogs, they gave Charles Henderson a run for their money. Now I'm talking about they must have played good.
They did. They
55,
came within
53.
4 points of beating New Brockton the other day, which that put New Brockton into hosting the area tournament in basketball.
Yep. So Pike County is one of those on the verge teams this year.
Yeah, they're on the cusp of something pretty great, and I would hate to be teams next year given that particular fact, you know.
Does Braylon Foster play basketball?
Yes, he wears.
Okay.
Braylon Jackson wears number 0, believe it or not, in basketball.
Okay.
So they got a shot.
Can he dribble as fast as he can run with the football?
From what I've seen, he can dribble it when he needs to, but that Jamison Williams a while ago when he was running that football, I thought the only thing I could think of is Neil in the spring game saying, there goes Jackson on the screen pass, and he is out of here.
That was a famous call, man. People have texted me about that one.
And I mean he was scooting to that Williams, almost lost his footing, but he was darn sure scooting it, I tell you.
Yep. Hey, speaking of spring football, shoot, man, it won't be, 3 months?
3 months, it's on us.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So we'll be right back at it again.
February, March, and April, and it'll be time for the C-Spire Jamboree.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Hopefully have us back up there again this time, and we get to have another good showing with our 20-something seniors that we'll probably have coming out. We don't know. We might have a little more coming out. You never know.
Are you kidding? Y'all got 20-something seniors this year?
That's coming back from this past season. Yes,
You know,
Nemo and all of Nemo's class is 21 seniors we got.
That how do I say this without getting in trouble, Wally? That comes with a little pressure. When you put that many shoulder pads out there and helmets on with seniors, there's a little bit of expectation that comes with that, which causes pressure.
Yes, it
So
does.
maybe all that'll pan out just right.
And too, going back to your home, so to speak, and 4A got a little bit more to do with it too, because you're moving up and you expect a little bit more.
That's right. Well, Bulldog, we appreciate your call, man. Thank you for calling.
I will, and I'll get with y'all next week. And Wally, I'm gonna tell you this, and you might think I'm funny when I say this, but I'm gonna tell you this. Mine and your show on February the 11th is going to be the highest rated show instead of Super Bowl 58.
What? Okay, all right. I thought you was making a dig at me, but you're going for
Now, that ain't the Super
He
Bowl.
was going for the Super
Is that not
Bowl.
the Super Bowl? Is that not a Super Bowl day, is it?
It's Super Bowl Sunday. Bulldog, is that Super Bowl?
They said 2 weeks from today, so that should be right.
Uh-oh.
Now, wait a minute.
Wait,
a lot of times in the past, we hadn't had a show on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, we can't compete with that now, Bulldog.
It might.
We'll let you know.
I keep hearing the 8th. I don't know what day it is. I think it's the 18th or the 11th or the 18th. It might be the 18th.
We'll check it out and let you know.
Yeah.
But whether it is or whether it ain't, it's still. Me and Wally have better ratings than any Super Bowl with Taylor Swift in it anyway.
All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate your call, Bulldog. You have a good week.
Well, y'all have a good show and go get them. And Neil, I hope you show that if you got that thing I sent you about the 7-Eleven in the Facebook funny short to show that to Wally, see what Wally thinks.
The price of gas was $7.11 at the 7-Eleven.
At the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a good one. All right, Bulldog. Talk to you later, man.
Y'all have a good show.
See you, bud.
All right.
call it. And then, the price of the gas was $7.11, and it was at the 7-Eleven store. It was pretty good.
Man, I didn't think about Super Bowl being on that level.
I didn't either. We got to double check.
Yeah.
We got to double check. But
what were we talking about?
moving forward, and basketball's getting heated up here, and heated at the high school level and college level. You know, there's one college team that shot up the rankings, Wally, all the way to number 8. And someone on the show last week said to look out, that the SEC was too good and it all might come crumbling down.
Well, you called it, though, man. You called it. And you said Auburn would go down Tuscaloosa Wednesday night, and they did it.
Yep.
Alabama beat them 79-75, and what was an awesome. I mean, it was a great basketball game. I did watch it, and both teams went 100% the entire game.
Whole game.
Had that bracket game feeling. Heck, then Auburn went on to lose Mississippi State too, man. So they're going into dumps fire. Yep. So dang, Auburn has lost 2 in a row. Neil, were they was really deserving to be number 8? Think about it.
Well, they did have the record, and they were playing about as good as anyone it looked to. But basketball, it's full of its ups and downs. Just like Alabama getting blasted by Tennessee the week prior, we all knew Alabama was a much better team than that. They, better than that showing. Well, Auburn is better than the 2-game losing streak they're on. They'll be fine. Auburn will finish the season strong, above middle of the pack, and Alabama will too. Both teams are bracket teams, Wally. Alabama and Auburn are both bracket teams. Both teams, they're going to win a game or two in March.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this. Who do you think right now is the best team in the SEC right now?
I'm going to say Kentucky. The reason being they're the most talented. They got the highest rated recruits. They're the most talented. And the coach, now Kentucky can sneak it up too. They've already done that twice this year. Once at Texas A&M, and then this last weekend at South Carolina. But I'm going to go with Kentucky. They're a blue chip program with a blue chip coach. They've proven that they can get in that March tournament and win 4 or 5 games and pressure people. What do you think?
Man, I got to go with you, Kentucky. I mean, after watching them a couple times, they got that kid that was from Russia or Ukraine or somewhere.
And he's a difference maker.
Dude, you can't block that guy, man. His hands, he can flat foot stand up and just touch the rim. I mean, how do you defend that, man? It's almost...
He's a difference maker.
It's a difference maker.
Took him a while to get him eligible.
Yeah, but I'll tell you another team you're going to have to watch out for. And I joked last week that they wasn't all that good, but they impressed with Alabama. I mean, they play hard, and I think Nate Oates has them where they can finish games, and I think that was a problem with them last year when they lost a few close ones. They just never finished the game completely, and they are this year.
2 teams coming out of the shadows, Mississippi State and South Carolina. Everybody's like, oh, Lord, now we got to deal with them. Nobody was expecting anything out of them 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And when does baseball start?
Baseball. Man, we ain't got the Super Bowl yet, dude.
What's Super Bowl coming?
Super Bowl, man. I mean, it's football season. Even the
season,
XFL and USFL, Neil, they merged together, man. They came together. Now they're both named UFO. I mean, UFL.
UFL,
UFL, United States Football League.
United Football League, UFL, that's going to be – you can't deny that baseball's coming. Quick, too. But, we do. We still got some football. We got the Super Bowl. It's going to be in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks. And the United Football League, that's going to be interesting. That combination. That's really going to be interesting. Man.
Okay, well, let me tell you where the cities are, man. This is where the cities got their teams and their coaches. Skip Holtz is in Birmingham.
Yep.
And Bob Stutz in Arlington. Chris Johnson, Houston. Reggie Barlow, D.C. He coached in Montgomery. Alabama State.
Yep.
John DeFlippio, Memphis. Wade Phillips, San Antonio. Is that Buzz Phillips' son? I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
He's the old Houston Oilers coach.
And Mike Nolan, Michigan, and Anthony Brick, St. Lewis. Do they have the names of them? I mean,
They do. I just didn't put it in the
Yeah,
list.
it's-
Yeah, they're like the Birmingham Stallions.
Are they going to be the Stallions?
Yeah, they're going to stay the Stallions, yeah. But they do. We'll get that. But I thought, Wally, they combined 2 leagues. Wouldn't you think there'd be a few more cities than that?
You would think.
Because they had that many cities in XFL last year.
Yeah.
And that many cities in the USFL. I just felt like, I guess they just need to get started and then try to expand. And I just thought it would be more cities.
It could have been a marketing thing.
Yeah,
or,
I guess so.
You know,
I guess so. Let's see how it goes, kind of thing. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan. He's headed to the San Diego Chargers. Man, what do you think about that, man? Is he dodging the NCAA, dodging, facing all the cheating scandal? Or, is that what he's doing?
You know, Neil, I really believe he and Nick and just others, I mean, they're just sick of
I'm with you, man.
what NCAA has done. And, I mean, I think we mentioned this last week, but I'll say it again. Our generation, Gen X, is really fouled up the NCAA. And sometimes I wish those baby boomers and mature generations still ran the NCAA, because we would never be in this situation. We're the me generation where we give trophies to our kids. It's just that's what happened, man. I mean, to me, that's what happened.
Well, it did. It is happening, and it's already happened, and it's still happening. And
Yeah.
and the way the NCAA has shaped college football right now, I think Nick Saban and Jim Harbaugh. We got a little picture, Nate, Saban and Harbaugh. Yeah, look at this. This is from Danny Cannell. Who a lot of people hate Danny Cannell because he's liberal with football. So college football is losing its 2 best coaches because there's zero structure. It's impossible to manage rosters, keep players from bolting, or have any say in who to pay and still have to worry about NCAA. It's a joke, and it doesn't get fixed soon. More players will do the same jumping. And I don't agree with Danny Cannell a lot either. He's way out there on his stuff, but I'm going to go with Danny on that one. 2 great coaches that just said, I can't handle it no more. This is changing, and I cannot adapt. Don't want to adapt. Well, I miss my old style. I'm out of here.
And you're going to see some of his lieutenants, both of those coaches, their lieutenants and colonels that fell up under them.
Coaching tree.
Probably going to, coaching tree. That's what they probably going to find out, and they're going to be doing the same thing. They're sick of it. It's something's got something. I'm not talking about a Band-Aid for NCAA. They just need a operation, a whole overhaul, or it's going to get worse.
They really need to do a self-evaluation of everything that they've slid out in front of everybody's face the last 3 or 4 years.
And heck, man, it trickles down to high school level.
Yeah.
Not only in Alabama, but everywhere else. You got pay-for-play players coming in. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway.
And it is right by the law that a kid should be able to make money off his name, his image, and his likeness. Nobody can stop somebody from that.
You think I'd have got
But
some in
boy, if you're going to be part of the NCAA and you're going to play for our organization, then you got to abide by our rules. So they got to get the reins on this.
Hey, before you read sponsors, I think you and I got.
That's like being a member of the Troy Country Club and you say, well, I got my own cart with and it's a 12-seater with gigantic tires, and everybody can ride in my cart. No, you got to abide by the country club rules.
Well, let me ask you this before you read the sponsors.
Yeah.
I think you and I got a class action lawsuit against the NCAA because we never got NIL money. We played high school.
That's right.
So I'm pain and suffering now.
Yeah, what about those guys?
And about us, man, we could have made millions.
I
Think
know.
about it, man.
I know it, man.
My punting skills and stuff
Yeah.
would have been crazy.
All county.
All county, heck yeah. Well, hey, listen, speaking of all county, we got an all county lineup, and we also got an all county show tonight. But before we get our first commercial, Neil's going to read who our commercial sponsors
Yeah, these are our commercial sponsors. The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, The Market on the Square, Hooks Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant on the Square in Troy, the Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, the Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, and Firehouse Subs. We got a good show planned for you, just like Wally said. Hang around. We'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff back.
Man, some good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the Square. Shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
3, 2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate. He's out of there, baby. What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. Over here. What? The ball bounced in front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brother Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neil, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Look at all these waves. This is a beautiful day at the beach.
Hey, ladies. How are you? Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they shirts.
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shit. Pete Van Horn. Yeah, see, they're Deep South Apparel shirts from Pete Van Horn in Montgomery. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins and about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh,
I'm steaming the sandwich.
That thing's hot now. I can tell you. They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steamed sandwich, Wally. I can tell you. Troy, Alabama. Come see them.
I do wrong song. Hey, won't you play another somebody?
Charlie Pride.
Somebody wrong song.
Wally, that is a great guess, because it sounds like Charlie Pride.
At home, while I miss my baby.
I sound like you on a yacht or
My
something.
baby. B.J. Thomas. Did he have any other hits?
I think that's probably
That was it. 1975, Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song.
Somebody done.
He sat in the recording studio and said, "We need a song." And somebody said, "You need to do a song about somebody done somebody wrong song." And he said, That's it.
That's it. That's it. Hey, man, I meant to tell you before we got carried away before the commercial,
Yeah.
but I went to Mossy Grove last night, saw
Yeah.
Miss Katie. Dude,
Yep.
I had I don't know if y'all, and they're a good sponsor of ours.
I'm gonna tell you what.
But hey,
they ain't much better than that cornbread.
Hell
There,
yeah.
look, get popped up.
Yeah, Mossy Grove right there on our sponsor. They have a thing, it's called a pork ribeye.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't
stuff.
think I'll ever eat a steak ribeye ever again, man. That thing, hey, trust me, while
It's
they
good
want to do
stuff,
wrong
huh?
about food, yeah, go by Mossy Grove.
Yeah, when Neil and Wally give you some food advice, we ain't steering you. And you can trust old Neil and Wally. We've
man.
had the food connoisseurs. We in our 50s and we got it down pat.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's time for the
Facebook
Facebook funnies.
Oh, I put
This on Facebook. I got so many comments on this. Hey, we're not gonna make it if we got to tell people that a 15-pack is three more cans than a 12-pack.
Somebody sat around.
Somebody said we're not gonna make it.
marketing and said this is.
We might better put this on here.
That is just. We're not
Yes.
gonna make it.
Genius.
That
Genius.
is-
Yes. You guys good now.
That's good.
Salt truck spotted in Louisiana. Tony. Oh my God. Just flipped our microwave on its side and he absolutely loves it. Yeah, that big old mouth. Where do these people get this stuff, man?
That is just great.
Where do these people find this stuff, man?
That is great, man. Where do you find it?
I don't know, man, where it comes from. I just run into it and save it.
Oh,
It's
my
on
goodness.
Facebook. When we say it's the Facebook funnies, it literally comes from Facebook.
Facebook.
Folks. I mean, I take screenshots and save them, and Nate gets them, pulls them. I mean, it's the craziest thing. They got some good stuff, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hey, let's get started tonight, Wally. We need to, since our social media recognition of our bowl contest winners was so spread out,
Yeah.
I want to wrap it all together as one. I want to wrap it all together as one. So let's put the bowl contest behind us and wrap it up here tonight and do it. And there's our bowl contest. First place was an AO cooler, a $91 cooler off the OneTroyShop.com website. Second place was a gift certificate to Road Mart, free oil change and rotation. And third place was the Market, the brand new restaurant on the square for $30. Thank you, Yanni, for that, and Jason Floyd and Leslie Dunham for the cooler and that. But hey, Jim Jackson, the owner of Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, won the AO cooler, and there he is. Second place was Devin Miller, and he's also works for
Deep South Apparel.
Deep South Apparel, DSA. One of our sponsors just happened to win. Two of our sponsors just happened to win. It's just the way it happened. It was not rigged. And third place, another sponsor,
Well, I dropped the coin on that one.
Rogers Company. Chase Rogers wins third place. And how'd you drop the coin?
We flipped. We actually had a
Yeah.
tie.
Oh,
Todd
you-
Russell and
Yeah.
yeah. And you called it there. It said we're going to call it where it landed, and it fell. And Todd Russell lost.
Todd Russell lost.
But
so-
he watches our show religiously.
Yeah.
but-
So,
but
hey,
good
Todd,
job.
this is the way the ball bounces, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know. Well, hey, man, as we wrap that up, think about this. The March college basketball bracket is not far behind, so
You're right,
we'll
Wally.
it'll be here before you know it.
Yep.
I'm sure our sponsors will come up with more great prizes. We had a lot play in the bowl.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Look,
Mostly
this college tournament, not madness. I like that, Nate.
yeah. Didn't you get a cease and desist letter or something?
Somebody did. I didn't. I
Oh.
was just trying to obey by the
On
rules.
board, okay.
Yeah.
And as always, our contests are free to enter.
Free.
And
Free.
don't cost you nothing.
No, And moving right along, Troy University's Richard Jubinar, the outside linebacker, has been invited to the East-West Shrine Bowl. He'll get a chance to show off his talents in front of tons of NFL scouts, and he'll get to wear the Troy uniform. Maybe not the uniform, but he'll get to wear that Troy helmet one more time.
That's cool. Heck, Troy's record-breaking running back, Kamani Vidal, has been invited to the NFL Combine. I like that. That means that he is on the brink of getting drafted. And we're not talking about a free agent deal here, Neil. I mean, I'm talking about these players get invited to the Combine. They usually do get drafted. Yeah, that's big time. And he's a heck of a player.
Yeah, let's talk about let's just break that down just for a second, Wally, because if let's see, how do we say it? If you get invited to the NFL Combine, it means that you got a very, very, very strong chance of getting drafted. The combine helps them figure out whether you're a first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, where you going to fall. If you go to that combine, all the coaches have told the NFL, this guy needs to come to the combine because he's going to be drafted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get invited to the combine is pretty much a precursor. You're in the draft. So it looks like Kamani Vidal is going to be drafted.
Let me ask, this is crazy. If you know that you're a first round, you know you're going to be either 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Why don't they go to the combine? Just because they know they're
I'll give you a parallel.
Okay.
Why doesn't Donald Trump participate in the debates?
Because he's in the league. He's number one.
So why would I go and accidentally drop footballs or accidentally maybe I'm a little bit sick and I've had the flu and I don't run my 40 time the way I know I can? Why chance that?
So that's the reason.
I don't want to drop balls by accident trying to catch them. Or
I've always wondered.
Or maybe I might be 3 pounds overweight when I get there. And maybe the scales are. Maybe I'm underweight. Maybe I'm number 1 or number 2. I ain't got a chance. All that.
I just remember Peyton Manning and Eli both skipped it, so they ain't going to.
Didn't need it. Didn't need it. And some of them won't this year. Yeah.
Wow.
As we told y'all last week, Major Applewhite, South Alabama's offensive coordinator, was promoted to head coach last week. Applewhite takes over for Cam Womack, who left his head coaching job at South Alabama to become the offensive coordinator at Alabama. I just thought that was enough news that needed to be said 2 shows in a row. So
I like that name, Major Applewhite.
Major Applewhite.
Sounds like a apple juice product or something.
Okay. Got you, man.
Just a pretty cool name.
I got you.
Back home at Troy, they hosted Fan Day on Saturday, right before the Troy basketball game. And all the baseball and softball players were available for the meet and greet, along with autographs and photos. It was really neat. I also saw on the Facebook where, man, they had like 4,000 people at the girls' basketball game. You see that? Wow.
It was the boys and girls played back to back. It was a doubleheader.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And they had Fan Day with it in the lobby.
That's
so
pretty good.
4,211 to be exact is what Barry reported on his broadcast. I listened to Barry McKnight and Jerry Miller, and they reported 4,211. Broke a record, Wally.
All right, we'll give Bell Rain for those college students and stuff out there.
South Alabama and Troy got revenge. They beat them, and the crowd was just awesome. Wouldn't it be neat if Troy is a baseball and football university, no doubt about it. But wouldn't it be neat if the students took an ownership of that Trojan Arena and just flooded it on them home games and made it? Because if the students were to do that, if the Troy University students were to make a spectacle of Trojan Arena, kind of like they did yesterday, the public would come see that and the basketball. And it would multiply. It would multiply. It would manifest. And I just think somehow we got to get there.
Yeah, and the Trojan Arena's nice. It ain't the old place that we used to go.
Not the old Sartain Hall.
Sartain.
No, super nice. And, yeah.
Well, hey, man, throw this out at you. The Alabama golfer that we spoke about last week, Nick Dunlap.
Yep.
He said, going pro, baby.
Going pro.
We
predicted it right here, didn't we?
Sure did. Here's the kicker. He will not get 1 single cent of the money of the tournament he won last weekend. I don't know why. We learned that each player has to declare pro or amateur several days before the tournament, and that's the reason. On the entry form, so he hopes to continue his hot play moving forward, but will not be for the Crimson Tide. Yep. Let me ask you, is the money that he could have won, did they just split it up among them? 2 and below, or
I don't know. I need to do a little research on what happens to the winners.
Colin would know.
I wonder, do they just X out number 1 and start with number 2 and give the money out? I don't know. I'll have to do that. Colin, if you're watching, send us a text. Colin watches our show, whatever. But I thought, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought even though he played as an amateur, he had a window, maybe a week, 7 days or something. Kind of like you got 14 days to appeal your case in the court system. I thought there was a window of time where he could sit back and say, I know I played as an amateur, but I want to declare as a pro and get that money. But I was wrong.
Yeah.
Once you declare as an amateur, you play as an amateur, and if you win, you don't get a cent.
That's unconstitutional.
Well,
that's not the American way, man.
Well, we'll see, man. We need to take a break, our second one of the night, and we'll do a little research maybe in the break and try to figure that out about the money, what happens to it if the first place winner doesn't get to take any of it. We'll be right back, folks.
Hey, Wally, what you guys out here in this field for? Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat. A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What? Got it on Facebook. Facebook? Yes, sir. The USS Alabama? Yes, I got to get some insurance. Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy? You got a trailer, don't you? I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call the Grease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Yeah. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Look at this, what we got, Sully. What are you doing, Wally? Man, Game Warden gave me a ticket, Neil. Game Warden gave you a ticket? Are you hunting on the right property? Well, I thought this was my property right here, man. Do you know where the lines are? Not really. Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Wally.
All she's worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hook?
it? Hook.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot. Bigfoot?
Vixen. Nice autograph.
Autograph, man.
One hit wonder autograph.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure they didn't have another hit?
That's all they had.
Turn it up.
All I know,
don't get us banned with
don't
the
get us
FAA.
banned in Korea and Pakistan and all that. I'll never forget that as long as I live, man. When they come in here and say, y'all banned in North Korea. And
David Doty got all types of emails from North Korea and Philippines.
In fact, they were all third world communist countries.
Your show is banned in our country because you played music.
Yeah,
too long. Over 30 seconds.
Pakistan, somewhere else.
Listen, during the break, I told y'all Colin would text me. Colin McCrary, who knows everything about golf, knows all the rules and how everything works, texted us and he said the money trickles backwards. So the money that the amateur couldn't get, the first place winner, the second place guy got the winning money. The third place guy got the second place money. The fourth place guy got the third place money, and it just trickled back. It was just a trickle backwards effect.
So the guy that came in last place was like, let's go. He got a little extra.
He got a little something, yeah. The one that thought he was getting zero.
He went to Biloxi.
He went to Biloxi.
He went to Biloxi, man.
I don't think the big time golfers go to Biloxi. They go to Vegas.
They go to Vegas.
Atlantic City.
I don't know. John Daly, he goes
Oh, he hits them all,
He
man.
hits them all, man.
Wherever there's a Hooters, if they got
Did you see where he says, you ain't American if you don't eat 6 cheeseburgers a day
Yeah.
or something?
that joker's something else, man.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Hey, back Charles Henderson's quarterback, Parker Adams, had a nice visit to Faulkner this weekend. And could this be where Parker lands, Wally? You know, Brock Snyder from Goshen went to Faulkner and had a good little career up there. And we'll see. And also, Parker picked up another offer from Point College this week. So we keep an eye on Parker. He thinks ball's starting to move in a little bit. And also, while we're talking about Charles Henderson football, this afternoon, after we wrote our show, Benton Dunn, the dominant center from Charles Henderson, who has several mid-college offers, picked up his first Division I offer from Kennesaw State this weekend. He went to Kennesaw State on a visit, and they want him, and they offered him a full scholarship. So Benton Dunn now has a Division I offer under his belt. And you know why that's important?
Because he's going to start getting a lot more now.
When a Division I school offers somebody, what do the other Division I's do? Wait a minute. Who
How we missing it?
Who? What kid did Kennesaw offer? Wait a minute. What's going on over at Kennesaw now? Who's this kid? Benton Dunn, Charles. They start doing their research on Benton Dunn, Charles Henderson. So when you get one Division I offer like Benton did today, watch out the next couple of days or the next week. The Jack States, the Jack States, the Alabama States, the North Alabamas, those Division I's, here they come. I'm just predicting it. You watch.
You know, and also Parker Adams, he also had his first offer was with Alabama State, so he has that in his back
Yeah,
pocket
he does.
too,
He does.
for sure.
Wouldn't that be a tandem?
Oh, yeah.
Benton Dunn and Parker Adams at Alabama State.
Alabama State.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, Ayrton's Caden Collier commits to play baseball at Chattanooga Valley.
Chattahoochee Valley.
Chattahoochee. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Yeah, you go. Not in the Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. I've been working on his paint and Chinumbi
I got
steel stuff, so I saw that and I'm thinking of
I got
the
you.
Clyde May steel.
I got you. Well, let's move on into some high school basketball right here. And before we dive all the way into the deep end on basketball, I must say, Wally, I know I tried to get on baseball earlier. You said no, we ain't even got the Super Bowl, and you diverted me. But it sure was nice to hear those bats cracking when I rode by the high school this last week. That throwing period is over, and baseball and softball, the bats are out, and the practices are in full swing. And that's when you know, when you hear them bats, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Spring is coming, and we're about to be out of this crappy weather, and there's going to be some baseball and softball. Not that I don't like basketball. I like basketball, but I'm just always looking forward to something. And right now I'm looking forward to softball and baseball.
Oh, yeah.
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 And spring football.
Yeah, spring football. There you go. Well, what about the basketball?
Yeah. Now let's dive on into some basketball.
Okay, yeah.
Since I got the bats out of the way.
Got the bats
out
out
of
of
the
the way.
way.
There
Let's
you
go to
go.
basketball. Charles Henderson holds off Pike County like we were talking to Bulldog earlier. What a game. Charles Henderson wins 55-53. Get this, Wally. The Trojans down by 3. Jaiwan Boyd hits a 3-pointer with 14 seconds left in the game to tie it. And after a timeout, Boyd steals the ball on the next play and converts a layup with 9 seconds left, puts the HHS in front. Boyd finished the game high of 25 points. Bradley Presswood, 10 points for the Trojans. For Pike County, Marcellus Holly had 19. Ronaldo Boyd had 10. Trey Davenport added 8 points for the Bulldogs. But Boyd just said, watch this. The last 14 seconds, a 3-pointer and a steal and a layup, and the Trojans win.
He's a game changer, man.
He is. And also, speaking of Charles Henderson basketball, earlier in the week, Charles Henderson took care of Greenville 73-58. Boyd had 20 points in that to lead the Trojans in that area game. And Charles Henderson also beat Park Crossings last week. They had a good week, 3-0. 62-43.
Well, man, think about it. Charles Henderson, they're undefeated in the area, man. They ain't lost a game in the area in over 3 years.
Wally.
3 years, brother.
That's impressive.
That's Tim Faison, Coach Faison. Wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, in Crenshaw County, Laverne beats Goshen 61-37. For Goshen, KJ Bristow had 10 points, and Jaden McNabb had 8 points in the loss. Brantley also beat Florella 78-65 this past week. For Brantley in that game, Jaden Parks had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, and Dylan Davis had 17 points and 13 rebounds, man. Wow. Also this week, Brantley beats Ops 66-44 and Houston County 67-37.
Brantley had a good week.
Yes, Mr. Parks went 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists against Florella. Man, that's putting it up. And baby, when you do something like that, you are our Marco's Player of the Week. You win one large, one topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy. Just call them up, my friend.
Repeat. He's already won one this year.
Good gracious.
That's right.
Oh, that's good. Well, I know we're up against the break,
Yep,
like our
we are.
producer said,
Yep.
so don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
What in the world, man? I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neil, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now. Let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner 465-0600 for all your yard needs.
Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
You heard, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson,
Hey,
Wally.
Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me.
Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you going to buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them.
Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally,
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
that's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
All I can think of is he in that square suit dancing back and forth. Talking head, man.
That's right.
Burning down the house. God, they were such a good group, man. You know, they were Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
They were different, weren't they?
They were, but
They
man,
were
they
different.
had some
Distinct.
hits.
Distinct. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They were one of the first punk bands to come out.
Look, there
he is. Look at that suit.
That's the real deal right there. Look at him.
They were one of the earliest punk bands to come out of L.A. I mean, they just took it by storm. Good
Hey,
music.
Ayrton tops GW Long 70-65. Ian Sin paced the Purple Cats with 39 points, including 30 in the first half. Lawson Leaguer and Miles Tyler both had a double-double performance. Leaguer had 11 points and 10 rebounds. Tyler 10 points and 10 rebounds. Jeremiah Hairston led GW Long with 29 points, and Preston Williams had 19.
And Enterprise was better than Prattville this week, past week, 65-42. Andrew Purcell had 18 points to lead Enterprise. Aiden Williams and Bradley Wadsworth, they had 12 points each, and Tucker Wadsworth had 10.
That's right. Carroll of Ozark beat Red Level in overtime, 83-80. For Carroll, Lakeith Pearson scored 39 and grabbed 8 rebounds, including going 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Michael Culver had 16. Desmond Pruitt had a double-double with 11 points and 12 rebounds. And earlier in the week, Carroll Eagles fell to Headland, 44-41.
Wow. Well, Zion Chapel got the best of Pike Level Arts this week, 59-51. That was a close game.
Yep.
Jacob Chestnut paced Zion Chapel with 26 points. Slade Grantham followed with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals, while Brody Stinson delivered 5 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals. Sawyer Keck led Pike Liberal Arts with 17 points, and Jackson Mitchell and Rhodes Baker added 8 points each.
Yeah, Elba took down Wicksburg 59-35. Alvin Henderson, the 5-star running back, also plays basketball. He had 14 to lead Elba, while Jamal Seiler added 10 for the Tigers. Wicksburg was led by Gabe Glover with 12 points.
In a huge area game, Highland Home down Zion Chapel 59-48. Caleb Falk had 22 points and Greg Tate had 21 points, respectively, to lead the Flying Squadron, who clinched the area regular season title.
They did, yep.
For Zion Chapel, Mason Stewart, previous Marco's Pizza winner, had 15 points, and Jacob Chestnut,
previous winner,
he had 12, and Slade Grantham 9.
Previous winner. Daleville tops Opp 56-49 in overtime. Moses McDowell had 28 points, 11 rebounds, 3 block shots to lead Daleville. Brian Glosson finished with 15 points, and Isaac Testerman added 10 for Daleville.
Zion Chapel tops Goshen 58. Slade Grantham had 23 points. Joseph Laguerre had 12. Jacob Chestnut 9 to lead Zion Chapel. Goshen was led by Jadarius Burney with 14 points. Sam Adams and Jaden McNabb, they had 10 points each, Neil.
New Brockton took down Pike County 72-68. Four players scored in double figures to lead the Gamecocks, who clinched the 3A, 4A title the other night. Balin Foster had 17, Josiah Rusaw had 14, Josiah Lewis 13, and Josiah Peterson 10 for New Brockton. For Pike County, Marquez Hobby had 19 and Cam Christian 18. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us, folks.
Man, what are you doing out here? Where have you been? They called the law, man. They said somebody was out here. What in the world's going on?
Well, I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way.
What?
It was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way.
Let's go.
But you come to the old barn for those fresh cheese biscuits. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke?
I watched a YouTube video.
Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy.
It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Taylor.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours. Oh, we're Preston's on. Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Taylor.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm
good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you. Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital? Pet Resort.
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort.
Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother.
You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket?
Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother.
How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo, man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
Street, what on they do what they say what you mean. One thing leads to another.
There you go. He's all over that one.
I had that.
Good old 80s music.
That's some good stuff, man.
Hey, real quick, some other basketball scores from around the area. You follow 70, Barber County 31. And do we need to read all these? Dothan 70, Delville 40, Northside 51, New Brockton 45, Geneva 60, Slogan 45, Cottonwood. Let's just see if there's any huge upsets. We don't have to read them all, do we? Let's see. Wicksburg, Sampson, Andalusia. Let's see. Abbeville, Providence, Eufaula, Andalusia. Strawn beat Elba. Elba's having a good season now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Headland wins. Slocum, Florella over Kinston. I don't see any upsets that jump off that sheet right there. Do you?
One thing. What's the deal with Barber County? They used to be great in basketball.
COVID. Remember I told you, everybody, they shut down every sport. It just shut it down.
Just never rebounded.
It's never rebounded. Never rebounded. But they will. And all right, hey, our Marco's Pizza Pick'em. Brandon Green won last week. He goes 7-1. And Wally, he nailed the tiebreaker on the point.
Wow.
On the point. Put those. Then these are our games for this
Bulldog
week.
do that?
He came close. He was 1 point off. This week we got Elba versus Brantley, Pike County at Cottonwood, Pike Lib versus Laverne. That's going to be a great game. Pike Lib versus Laverne. Highland Home at Goshen, Carroll versus Andalusia, Charles Henderson versus Pike Road, and we need the total in that game, 6 right there. Zion Chapel versus New Brockton, Laverne at Brantley. The 10 miles apart. I mean the 2 miles apart, Laverne and Brantley right there.
Man,
going at it in game 8. But hey, on game 6, we need the total points. Go to Facebook. It's free to play. You can win a Marco's Pizza, a 1-top large Marco's Pizza. It's free to play on Facebook. Just go pick the games.
Well, hey, I know this ain't on script, but let me ask you this.
All right.
Kansas City's going to be in the Super Bowl. And right now it looks like Detroit is winning right now 21-7. If you're watching us, you're hardcore.
Kansas City won this afternoon over Baltimore 17-10. Baltimore had 4 personal fouls and couldn't get out of their own way, but congratulations to Taylor Swift's team. They're in the Super Bowl.
All right, let me ask you this. You're good at this. If Kansas City plays Detroit, who do you like?
Kansas City.
Not points. I'm talking just straight
Kansas City. Kansas City.
Detroit.
All of a sudden, Kansas City, week 4 and week 6 and week 7, we're trying to figure it out. Well, guess what? They figured it out. They figured it out. They're cooking, man.
I bet the line will be
Kansas City be favored.
8.
No.
You don't think it'll be that?
No, it'll either be 2.5 or 4. Between 2.5 and 4.
Well, let me tell you this: the last
3.5
3 games of the playoffs for Kansas City, they all been underdogs. I don't understand.
They will not be an underdog.
They won't be an underdog.
Detroit right there. And that'll be the Super Bowl. It's on the 11th. We got clarification.
Yeah,
Super Bowl's on the
Bulldog.
11th.
Hey, I'm gonna get you on here another
In March.
time. It'll probably be in March,
Yeah.
and I have to tell my other buddy that was gonna help me in March that Johnny gets
Bulldog gets it.
Johnny gets it.
Yeah.
So
But I'm saying Detroit's going to go on and finish San Fran off. I mean, they're
21-7.
21-7 should be halftime right there. And you're looking at Kansas City and Detroit in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Be a lot of people watching.
There'll be a lot of people watching that game, and I'll be pulling for Detroit. Aren't
Me
you?
too. Yeah,
What
just
a
like that
story.
guy.
What a story. Detroit in the Super Bowl going to win it. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We had a good time. Keep it cool, folks.
See you.